Hello, Kamari of the Woods retreat readers of my newsletter. Well, it is halfway through this October month. Absolutely gorgeous weather in Vermont, and I'm going to walk and talk with you at the same time. I'm walking down my driveway, which connects to the road that goes out to the cottages. I'll just kind of point that way, show you. You can also see, well, when we get farther down here, you'll see many more colors of trees. It's just absolutely gorgeous in October in Vermont. It's probably my favorite time of year, although every time we transition to a different season, I say that. I also love winter. Winter is so peaceful. And you can also hear a lot of the construction going on down the cottage road of the two cottages. They're both getting dried in. The cottage named Gratitude is pretty much there. She's all under wraps, and so we can begin interior work. And Grace, the other cottage, should be dried in by this coming weekend, we hope. So here is what I want to say today in this video to all of the retreat followers. And you can see our signs here too, right there. Yeah. So I want to talk about the road less traveled. Some of you might be familiar with this, but I feel like this is a big part of my journey with this retreat with Kamari of the Woods. You know, I had a teaching position full-time at a wonderful college that I loved very much, Goddard College in Vermont. And I absolutely loved my work there with students and my faculty colleagues. And it was a huge decision when I left last December, almost a year ago, at the end of 2021. And the reason I left was to kind of open space there for new faculty coming in with all kinds of remarkable expertise that I felt they could give to students too. And also so I could point my work in a different direction, which is about Kamari of the Woods. So my son and I had this vision, and it has really been a full-time effort to get everything going. You can see the hideaway in the background there. And I have absolutely no regrets about this. I also have been able to increase my life coaching practice with all kinds of clients, especially the women over 50 who are in my Wise Women Warrior program, which is a virtual program that I've put together, much like a class. And they move through it at their own pace, and they're all over the world. They don't have to be in Vermont. And I meet with them individually. We also meet as a group, and it's just so gratifying. I love working with these women and helping them find their road less traveled after loss in their life. So I encourage all of my clients to be a risk taker. You know, go outside your comfort zone and try something new. It doesn't have to be about building a retreat. That can be real risky, I know. But it can be small steps, baby steps, especially if you've suffered enormous loss in your life and you want to move on. You want to move on slowly. You want to respect the healing process and do what feels best for yourself. But it's also important not to get stuck. Not to get stuck, as I often speak about in yoga, the mudras and the lotus mudra. And the lotus flower we know thrives in mud. Well, our lives can get pretty muddy too. And we can get kind of stuck in our mud of our life. And sometimes you need a life coach. Sometimes you need a therapist. You need your friends around you. You need a community of support to help you move through that mud sometimes. But when you do, and you find that road ahead of you, whatever it looks like, it could be a road that's well traveled. It could be a road that's not so well traveled, less traveled in your life, I say go for it. Just try it. Don't be afraid. Just take a little bit of a leap of faith and dip your toe into the water slowly. And then when you can, go a little deeper into the water and just test it out. I don't think you'll have any regrets. And the other thing is, if it doesn't work out, you can pivot and you can make a different decision in your life. But the fact that you took that first step is very important. That's how I feel. And I think my son feels this way too with Kamari of the Woods. We are definitely in the water of it right now, swimming. And it's really been informational, instructional for me, learning how the building process goes and working with different contractors, carpenters, all incredibly gifted and skilled, having to communicate in different ways and understand like how to respect their deadlines and them respecting ours, etc. Just so we can get this launched, we hope by next spring. We really hope to open then. And we do hope still to get the yurt for the yoga classes built. And that's pretty much our next step of what we're looking forward to. Well, now you probably can see all these beautiful trees in back of me, all the colors. It is so gorgeous. I really feel like there's no place like Vermont. It's a friend of mine once called it an alternative universe, which I think it might be. But I really hope that you visit Kamari of the Woods in the future, book a stay. I don't think you'll regret it. I think it'll be incredibly restorative for you, and you'll get to experience this beautiful forest that we live in every single day. All right. Well, have a beautiful journey in October, the rest of October, wherever you are. And thanks for reading my newsletter and watching my videos. And I hope I get to meet some of you in person one day. And for all those friends that I haven't connected with because of the pandemic and other reasons, I hope I get to see you again too. Bye-bye.